Now that AI is basically taking over the whole world, have you ever wondered, can AI make you faster? I put it to the test so you don't have to, and in a matter of months, I actually shaved 7 minutes off my half marathon time. So did AI actually make me faster, or did I just get lucky? In this video, I'll walk you through how I used AI to build a training plan, what changed in my running and what didn't, and whether AI is actually better to use depending on your goals. You'll basically learn what I wish I knew 2 years ago, especially before investing in a coach or a training plan. Part 1, what came before AI? Okay, so how did we even get here? I had been running for a while, but I was stuck in what felt like a forever plateau. You know when you run the same speed, feel the same fatigue, and it feels like you keep repeating the same habits? That was me. Every race was the same story. I'd start too fast, hit a wall around miles 8 or 10, and instantly regret signing up for anything. Because I don't know if you knew this, running is a choice. No one's making me do this. My first half was in 2023. I ran the Miami Half Marathon. I used a training plan called Run with Hal, and as a super early beginner, it was an ideal app to be using. It gave me a rundown of my weekly mileage, the suggested paces that I should be going for because I was aiming for a sub 2-hour half marathon, and it would automatically adapt if I either shortened a run or I missed a workout. Now, while all of that is super helpful, especially in the beginner stages of life, even though I did follow the plan to a T, and I pinky promise I followed it to a T, I ran 8 minutes slower than my anticipated goal time. I don't even know how to put into words what a bummer it feels like when you put in so much effort and time and you hype up an experience just to get there and not perform the way that you were hoping for. In fact, it was so much of a bummer that I actually quit running for about 6 months after the fact. Ask anyone, I hated it. I wish I had a better reason behind it, but I'll give you the real one. I decided to then sign up and train for a full marathon to impress my boyfriend. Wow. I'm just a girl. Looking back, I should have done my own research and I should have definitely signed up for more halves before just doing a full. But alas, you live and you learn. I also decided to train for that full marathon, again using Run with Hal. And this time I ran 20 minutes slower than my goal time. So here I was, my race in 2023, fail. My race in 2024, fail. What did we do? This time, instead of quitting running, we pivoted. Luckily, by the time I was training for my full, I actually met the group of runners that I'm running with right now, the TBD Track Club, and I love them. Not only was I now surrounded by a really strong group of runners, I had intel of what works and what doesn't. In the year 2024, there were many more races to come, although those races weren't necessarily major PRs for me. I was again still in a kind of plateau-ish nation. I did finally manage to break the 2-hour half marathon, but now I was stuck in a 1:54 to 2-hour range, which is when I decided to take the advice from my peers and plug it into ChatGPT. Not because I necessarily thought it would be magical. I didn't even think it would be a quick fix. I just really needed something that would adapt to me, my schedule, and hopefully leave me more equipped to actually see results. Which brings us to part 2, the AI experiment. Here's how it worked. The AI didn't just spit out a plan, even though it could, right? If you tell it, hey, I have a half marathon on this particular day, this is the goal that I want, it will give you something. The reason that it worked for me in particular is because I gave it a full rundown of my most recent PRs, my current schedule, the days that I prefer to do speed workout, the days that I prefer to do hill workout, the days that I prefer to do my long runs, and where I can recover in between. I gave it everything that I like and that I've noticed works for me. Mind you, I didn't necessarily have that knowledge about my own strength when I first started, so I don't know if AI would have been the perfect thing for me to do 2 years ago. But right now, I was able to take my 150s plateau, bring it down to a 147, and bring it all the way down to a 143 in just about 4 months. That might not sound like a lot, but if you know anything about running, you know a 3-minute difference once you get into the lower numbers is huge. In the description, you'll find the exact thing that I place into my ChatGPT. Mind you, you're gonna have to adjust it depending on what your goals are, but this is what's working for me because based off of all of the information I gave it gave me a plan that not only fit, it worked. Part 3, what I didn't expect. The biggest changes weren't my workouts. The AI exposed patterns I didn't realize were hurting me. First, I began to notice that I was running my easy miles way too quickly last year. If I were to compare this year's easy runs versus last year's easy runs, this year my easy is 2 minutes slower than last year. Not only am I recovering faster, even though I'm running basically double what I did before, I feel way less fatigue. Second, I was inconsistent in a way I couldn't see. I didn't necessarily know the importance of loading and deloading. For every 4 weeks of difficult training, you need 1 week of less strenuous work. Your body can't handle back-to-back efforts, which makes sense as to why I lived in back-to-back injury last year. So can AI make you faster? My quick answer is kinda. AI can make you faster if you give it specific, tangible goals. You follow the plan almost to a T, or you let it know if you can't follow it to a T, meaning you're willing to adjust your ego in moments where you can't necessarily hit the paces that you're thriving for. My long-term goal in the half marathon department is to reach 130s. I didn't start this process asking AI to make me a plan to hit 130, knowing that I could barely break 2 hours. On the other hand, AI is not gonna lace up your shoes. AI is not gonna motivate you into getting out there. AI cannot magically fix your bad habits or force you to sleep more. What it is an incredible tool if you ask the right questions and you're willing to follow it to a T. I do want to end this by saying that if you do have a coach or you have people around you that inspire you and motivate you, oh my gosh, please cherish that. It is so powerful to have people cheer for you and rooting for you to reach those potential goals. While AI can absolutely make you a really strong plan, it's always nice to have people cheer for you too. If you don't have anyone cheering for you, let me know in the comments when your next race is, and I will be rooting for you on this end. And if any of this helped, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll talk next time. Bye!